What's up, dudes? We're trying a new camera angle. So for this video, I saw the new go away pop-ups. I saw the new Crypt Cypher Volume 3 that just came out, and I was thinking, hey, that looks really cool. And then Joey Nato put out Crypt Cypher Volume 3, but it's the Cypher Volume 2 beat. And I was like, I wonder how this stacks up to the other one. Like, I wonder what the same, I wonder what's the same about it. Does it work well? Or I wonder if there were, significant differences in the verses depending on which, beat you played them on. So, that's exactly what we're going to do. We're gonna go back and forth between them, and we're going to look at each person on the Cypher's verse on the two different beats, and look at why the Volume 3 beat might have been the better option, or if there were any verses that would have been better on the Volume 1 beat. I know this is a bit different from what we normally do, but this is something I'd like to do more of, more videos on, so let's just get into it and start the breakdown. So if we start, obviously we're starting with Dax. Let's just take a look at his cipher on. This is the original. This is the original first. Now let's take a listen. I can already tell this is like a. By the way, sorry. I have heard this. I have not heard the other one. This is a really hard-hitting beat, and I don't remember the Volume 2 beat being as hard-hitting. So I'm wondering if that's gonna make a huge difference with some of these verses. Can I just say how awesome it is that these two squashed their beef, by the way? In a way that, Crypt even said recently, he was just like, yeah, by the way, Dax didn't even, I didn't pay Dax for the feature. This was just kind of his own heart, which I think shows that Dax has grown as a person. Which is good, because I don't mind his music, but I didn't like who he was, before. So, I'm sorry, let's get back into it. Cosmologist is that I have a feeling that line has something to do with the Stephen Hawking line, but I'm not sure. Yeah, this is a very boom-in-your-face beat, and I like it, and it works with Dax's verse, which, by the way, I don't think it necessarily works as well with some of the other verses, so I'm wondering if some of the other verses that I didn't think were as good are going to be a lot better. Sorry, I'm trying not to pause as much. We're getting towards the end. This is close. Yeah, we're close. Yeah, that verse really went well with the hard beat. I'm wondering how big the difference is gonna be with the other one. I loved Dax's verse on that cipher, and I'm glad he did it. But let's see how that same verse sounds. Yeah, it still sounds good. It's not as boom as the other one is, but it still sounds good. Dax definitely goes to Dax's definitely was better on the Volume 3 beat than the Volume 2 one. It's not even close. Let me. There's one or two other parts I want to check out. Oh, this is one of them. Yeah, there was a little bit of a boom right there that wasn't there that time. That I think really gets your attention. Okay, that still worked. Okay. That switch still worked. Yeah, not even close. Even though like certain parts of it worked, it definitely was better on the volume, the volume 3 beat. Oh wow, I have them paused on almost the exact same frame. Okay. I like this dude's lyricism. And his voice isn't bad either. I just don't like his flow as much as some of the others on this cypher. He wasn't bad. I just feel like he could have done, considering it's a cypher, right? I think he could have had a better representation of himself. Which I think that just sucks because I feel like I haven't seen much of him. I think I've seen one other thing by him actually, but he doesn't seem like a bad artist. It just seems like this was not his showing. Still good lyrics, like good writing. Yeah, like that. It's like in order to beat me, you'd literally have to provide me the instrumental, and even then, yeah. I like that line. Like I like what he's written down. I just don't know that I'm a big fan of his flow, but I think that's a lot of that's dictated by the beat. And his flow just doesn't really work. Oh, that's what I was looking so confused about before. Dax is not a fast rapper. And I don't feel like he necessarily like Samar Sahad has that thing. Samar Savage, right? Whatever the his name is. I'll see it on screen in a few minutes and I'm gonna feel like an idiot. But he does that thing in the Poppin' Cypher where he just starts kind of doing a sing-song type thing, and Dax has done that in the past too, and I think Dax should have gone more in that direction than the fast rap, because I feel like he's better at that. Sorry. I don't know a lot about this guy, so. I also don't know what my opinion is on that last line. Just follow me, follow me, follow me, follow me. Like, I don't know how I feel about that. But let's look at his verse on Volume 2 beat. Sorry, I'm trying not to pause too often because this is going to be a long video either way. Holy shit. This is way better. This is like, that was way better. That was like way, way better. Okay. So for, what was his name? King Blitz? For King Blitz, I'm going to say the Volume 2 beat was way better for him. Another, wait, almost the exact same frame. But yeah, I'm gonna say the Volume 2 beat was so much better for him, for King Blitz, because that went hard the whole way through. Like with the Volume 3 beat, it goes really hard at times, and other times I'm just like, But with that one, it went hard. I don't know if it went quite as hard as the points that went hard in the Volume 3 beat, but it was consistent. And that consistency, like, keeps you in it. Like, keeps you in the music, you know what I mean? I love that. That was so much better on the Volume 2 beat. It sucks that he wasn't on the Volume 2 cypher. That would have been... I would have enjoyed his verse so much more. By the way, a lot of people are saying they had no idea who this dude was until this. The only reason I'd ever heard of him is because I have a buddy who's big into rap, and he showed me something of him ages I want to say a year and a half ago. So I've like heard this name before. I'm not like super acquainted with his stuff, but I've heard the name. So when I saw him on the cypher, I didn't question it. And you know, a bunch of people were just saying, who the fuck is this guy? Who the fuck is this guy? They're saying he's been here a century, blah, blah, blah. And I'm just like, am I the only one who's heard of this guy? And again, I don't know much about him, but I knew he existed. And I gotta get back into his stuff. Maybe I should do a reaction on some of his stuff. Probably wouldn't get that many views, but still, I should take a look at some of his stuff, because his stuff's, his cypher verse was good. And I remember whenever I saw what my buddy showed me of him a long ass time ago, it wasn't bad. Like, I wasn't really listening to rap as much as I am now when he showed me that, so I didn't care as much. But I remember it wasn't bad. Alright. I like the visual of all of his instruments and stuff in the background. It almost feels like if you're listening for it, you can hear each and every last one of those instruments even if they're not there, in the beat. You know what I mean? It feels like this guy made this beat, even though he didn't. And all, you know, Joey Nato, all props to him. But it feels like this dude's verse goes with this beat, whereas the one from before, it's just like, I don't know if it's gonna, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know if it's gonna be as good. Hold up. Okay. Alright, sorry about that little cut. I had some background noise. Family doing stuff. Alright, we're back. Ooh, I love the way that line works. So I know this is supposed to be a comparison of the beats, but I love that line. Just because you say about my life, you say I'm mumbling now. I loved that one. For a second, I thought the unbreakable in my enemies line was supposed to be next, but I've listened to this a couple of times, so. Okay. That went hard the entire time. Okay. Honestly, wow, that's a tough one. So I want to say, first of all, that verse was amazing on both beats, but I'm barely gonna give it to the volume 2 beat. I'm just barely gonna give it to just those pauses. Wait, hold up, I'll show you where what. Right there, that I got lucky with that scroll back, but that right there was what did it for me. That's what did it for me. That worked so perfectly. Alright. Now. Sorry. So here's the volume 3 beat for Eco. I love that line. That line hits different during quarantine. I just heard about that. The Tesla's Windows thing. Like, apparently during some showcase, they threw a brick at a window, and obviously it wasn't supposed to break. And it shattered. That's gotta be embarrassing. Sorry. Step it back. That's my bad. Whoa! Just shook my desk. Sorry, my whole desk just got shook. Okay. Now let's go take a look at that same verse. The fast rap, I feel like hits the exact same as the other one. I just realized I'm not even like pulling these into full screen while I'm doing this because I keep switching back and forth. But the fast rap hits the same, but some of the hard hitting lines like the Tesla windows and the everybody hit the floor, I feel like those went way better in the ending hit pretty well in this one. Yeah, I'm gonna go with Eco goes into the Cypher Volume 3 beat. Definitely goes into the Cypher Volume 3. Hold up. I need to check something. Oh yeah, okay. Making sure the camera can still see me clearly from this angle. But yeah. No, so but yeah, no, I'm gonna give that one. I'm gonna give Eco to Volume 3 beat. Easy. No question. That was pretty clear. Like the fast rap was a little could go either way. But like the fast rap could go either way, but the fast rap could go either way, but the hard hitting lines definitely went to the Volume 3 beat. So that's not even really a contest. All right, now so Crank Lucas, right? Monotone is right. That's the reason I don't. When I rewatch this one, upon reviewing, I skip some verses. Crank Lucas's is one of them, and it's not because he has bad lines, because he has good lines. But his flow kills me. His flow kills me. I don't like his flow in this. I hear that he makes good music, but I can't stand his flow in this. I'm sick of it, but my bar's harder than Chinese arithmetic. You ain't subscribed to Crank Lucas, boy, you sick as shit. How you ain't hip to this? My name is ubiquitous. I got the power in these streets, I'm the plug. Got a safe with 40 mil stashed underneath a rug. It take 2 hours to dig it out. I got your chick coming so That's the only line he has in this entire thing I don't like. Rapping the word, like rhyming the word 90 with the word 90. Like, no. The rest of it's good. The rest of his lines are good. Even if I don't like his flow, his lines are amazing, except that one. He hit his mic. Funny little geometry joke. Alright, yeah. I don't know. It was definitely monotone, but I think that's the kind of thing he was going for there, so it works. I feel like this one, the beat hits every word he says a lot better. I think this one's gonna go to the Volume 2 beat. I think we're about to go 3 for 2 to the Volume 2 beat. Alright, so Crank Lucas is definitely going to the Volume 2 beat. That one was significantly better, in my opinion. The beat hit every time he opened his mouth, and it just didn't do that on the Volume 3 beat. That's a good line that I missed. The minor goal, I don't know how, but I missed that line. And I don't know how I missed it until now. I don't know who that is. That was a very smooth transition. I don't know if that's going to work as well in the other beat. Honestly, I feel like it's all going to come down to that one. Sounds the exact same. Okay, Scriptwork's gonna go to Volume 3 beat. Honestly, I feel like his voice sounds the exact same on both of them. Like, the exact same, with the only difference being when he starts to slide into that little bit of a quicker, pace. I feel like it works better on the Volume 3 beat. His voice was the exact same on both. Like, the exact same. That was the only difference I could like find between the two. It wasn't a bad voice. It had a lot of cool little little punches in there, but I don't like, there was, in terms of like the way it works with the beat, it's just making me think you could have played that on almost any beat and it would work just the same. Hold up. Well, no, I don't have time to do that. I would have to isolate the damn. No, screw that. I was gonna say I should find another beat and like play his voice over it, but then I'm just like, no, I'd have to isolate his voice from the other beat, and I'm not dealing with that. I'm sure there's a version of it out there somewhere, but I'm not dealing with that. But I just feel like his voice would have worked on any beat. Which I guess, kudos to him for writing it that way. But Yeah, no, eh. It just doesn't hit as hard for me that way. All right, who's next? Oh, okay, huh. I also have no clue who this is, but that's fine. It's time to let them know just what the fuck it is. Crypt pass me the ball, ain't no running back, but I'm running shit. Came to set they doors just like Cleo, yes, I'm a gunning chick. You weak rappers can't stop make the balls, cause I be gunning shit. Welcome to the slaughterhouse, walking you ain't walking out. If you love your kid, don't bring your son, don't bring your daughter around. If they want the beef, they getting cooked just like a quarter pound. Just that ain't shit sweet round here, y'all rappers watered down. Okay, I'm petty and gorgeous, let me inform ya. I don't gotta show my ass for endorsements, y'all chicks is boring. I be grilling rappers up like a foreman, then I turn them purple and blue just like they play for the Hornets. I'm bugging. I'm from New York, we just don't mini rock on any night. Flow so cold, I'm killing any mic on any site. Type 5 if you can't see that, the ICU's where you'll sleep at. I ain't Jamaican, but there's murder, she wrote is by CX, sucker. I didn't call, I think Eco said it something to that extent too, and I didn't call him on it. Should have called him on it too. But if you're a YouTube rapper with less than 1 million subscribers, I think it's hard to say for sure, oh yeah, I'm top 5 easy. I mean, there's exceptions. Like, I don't think Crypt actually has 1 million subscribers, but he might have 1 million sales. I know, I will go out on a limb here and say he definitely has more than 2 million sales total between all his shit he's released. So, I mean, you know, sales speak numbers. You could, but I don't even know, like, in terms of just in raw skill or in money, I don't know if Crypt is even. He might be top 5. He's close, because I know if you want to talk raw money, you got to talk Tom McDonald, Dax, and Mac Lethal. I think with the big 3. Maybe in that order. And then you start getting into KSI, who's just winning on sheer, like, how much shit he's put out. Who's the other one? There's another one who's right up there with them. Quadeca. And then Crypt. And I would say that would be probably the top 6 right now. So I don't know. It's kind of hard for you to say, oh yeah, I'm top 5, especially when you are on a cypher with 2 people who could legitimately be considered top 5. I just feel like you can't really give yourself that title. Especially when, like, I've never heard of you. Like, hold up, let's check up real quick. And hold up, I'm calling Eco out on this too. I'm not just calling out this Carly X chick. I am calling out Eco on this too. Okay, Carly X. That's not even her. Is this her? This is her. She has 3.9 thousand subscribers. I mean, I to be fair, I know I'm nobody. Let me be clear on that. But I don't feel like you have any right to say you're top 5. That's not how you spell it, is it? EKOH. EKOH. Is this him? This is him. 48,000.6. So almost 50,000 subs. significantly better than Carly, but also I still don't think you're anywhere near a point where you can say top 5. You know what I mean? Like, I want to call them both out on this. And I also don't want to make it look like I'm targeting that Carly X chick, because Eco said it too, and Eco needs to be called out on it too. Neither of you is bad. I quite enjoyed both of your verses for very different reasons. That being said, you ain't top 5. Sorry, I got off on a little bit of a tangent. This is already going to probably have to be a 2-part video, but I just want to be clear. You are not top 5. You're good. You can say, "Oh, I'm the shit" all day long. You aren't top 5. Neither of you. The only two on this cypher who could say that, and I'd be, okay, maybe, is Dax and Crypt. And neither of them said it. So this is her on the volume 2 beat. Volume 2 beat. I'm calling it. I don't even have to listen to the rest of it. Volume 2 beat. This hits. Even that ending was so much better. So that's gonna go easily to the volume 2 beat for her. Honestly, okay, so here's what I'm gonna do. I am gonna listen to this verse and I'm gonna say something on it. I don't think it's fair to try to say that his verse belongs on either of these beats, because I feel like his verse deserves its own beat. Because his voice is so much different than the others, and it's not bad. I actually think this would be my top 5 verses on this cypher, and actually I can do a video where we talk about my where I rank the verses on this cypher on another in another video. Wait, I might actually do that right after I finish recording this. I might turn around and do that, but let me be clear. His verse is one of the best ones on here. For the... Hold up. It's like the second line, I think. My goal is to be well. I don't care what people say. He doesn't care. That's not why he's here. He's not here to say, "Oh, I'm top 5. Oh, I'm this. Oh, I'm that." He's just like, "I'm chilling. My life is good. And it's nice to be in the spotlight for once." I love this dude's verse for so many different reasons than I love a lot of the other verses on this shit. This one speaks volumes for me. Don't have anything to prove. To put it simply, I'm okay. I'm healthy. My life has meaning. Killing it financially. By the way, I was joking about I'm not actually going to record. If I do a ranking video, I'm not going to record it right after this. I need to take some time, dissect them a little bit more, and like come up with my like that would take like a day's preparation too. At least a couple of hours preparation before I could like actually go into that, because I'd need to break it down a little bit more. But if you guys let me know in the comments if you guys want to see that, and I'll do a breakdown of my top verses from this one, and then I might go back and do my top verses from the Poppin' Cypher, the Volume 2 Cypher, and the Volume 1 Cypher. Or I could even do this would take a lot of work, but if you guys want me to, I could do a ranking. Yeah, I could do a ranking of my top verses, and I could either do like my top 15 verses from all of them combined, or I could do an entire list, but a list like that would take multiple episodes. So you guys let me know in the comments. Doggo. Not just physically, but mentally. I live an existence that's minimal because this makes sense to me. I don't tweet much. The cypher gave me anxiety.
I've never been the type to try to get the public's eye on me, yet here I am, fucking walking contradiction. Always on the stage like some overconfident musician, but often my ambition conflicts with the inner hunter crowd. A yearning for obscurity versus the urge to secure the bag. Abstract survivalist in the ocean on a canoe that I rhymed into existence just going off what I knew.
Those like 3 or 4 lines were awesome. Honestly, even if like we put aside the like personal message part he had to this, if he had written his entire verse like that, it has still been in my top. It has still probably been in my top 5. In fact, it would have been more likely to be in my top 5 for this cypher, because those bars are awesome.
I'm loyal to my supporters and try to honor art's integrity because I respect the poor and honest more than fraudulent celebrities. This is the biggest internet break I've ever gotten. Crypt, thank you for encouraging me to push past my anxiety.
This next one we're about to hit is huge, but let's go back to the volume 2 beat real quick.
My goal is to be well. I don't care what people say. Don't have anything to prove. To put it simply, I'm okay. I'm healthy. My life has meaning. Killing it financially. Make music every day. Get to chill with my family. I'm free. Not just physically, but mentally. I live an existence that's minimal because this makes sense to me. I don't tweet much. The cypher gave me anxiety. I've never been the type to try to get the public's eye on me, yet here I am. Fucking walking.
And then the beat came back at the perfect time.
Overconfident musician, but often my ambition conflicts with the inner hermit crab. A yearning for obscurity versus the urge to secure the bag. Abstract survivalist in the ocean on a canoe that I rhymed into existence just going on.
Volume 2 beat.
I'm loyal to my supporters and try to honor.
It's crazy how many of these work so well with the volume 2 beat.
This is the biggest internet break I've ever gotten. Crypt, thank you for encouraging me to push past my anxiety.
Ready to say the inescapable truth, unfaithful to prove that they no cable, able, faking the news, they play with the youth as they pull hateful takes this weight on the you like hanging in noose, unstable angles, aim for names and they shoot and blame it on who MCs when they wanna conceal the heat and do drills be real, it's the killer beat, imitate the films we see and be ill, but chill, it gets really deep, we spill a soliloquy as we heal the weak, make 'em wanna still believe that we all will achieve through our skills, the dreams you and still we keep on the back burner, pre-roll, rebound like a net turner, speak well, cause it won't when you feel it in a song, under the list where I'm from, they go with the drums, you just don't really
Dude, this verse hits. Dude, I can't. Dude, this verse just hits like that. I love this verse. I love this verse. I've listened to this cypher even a couple of times. I do a lot of like I go out on like walks around the neighborhood where I live and shit. And this is one of the songs I've recently added to like the ones I go between when I'm walking. And this verse hits and I'm just like, yeah. Like that just I love this verse.
You can find me in the cut on the east side of the rock kitty up like Yeehaw, cause the inside of the porch got the horses, the horses, the gorgeous, the four, put it all in the back, and I'm strong with a bat, and I'm on with a cat, get along with a hat, when I tap your fist, it chase that tap, the cypher, your cypher, my cypher, the cypher on rhymes when you rap, Ready to say the inescapable truth, unfaithful to prove that they no cable, able, faking the news, they play with the youth as they pull hateful takes this way.
Nah, it's not the same. It's good still, but it's not the same. Yeah, he's putting the same effects on the beat as he did in the other one to like prove a point, but it's still not the same. I'm gonna prove a point. Give me just a second. I'm gonna prove a point.
You can find me in the cut on the east side of the rock kitty up like Yeehaw, cause the inside of the porch got the horses, the horses, the gorgeous, the four, put out. As we heal the weak, they wanna still believe that we all will achieve through our skills, the dreams you and still we keep. Speak well, cause it won't when you feel it in a song, under the list where I'm from, they go deal with the drums, you just don't really, I got no fears. Only for out, duck up beard, show beard like here's my goatee. Only right they wanna put me in a goat tier, go here, you.
Okay, this is the volume 3 beat.
Find me in the cut on the east side of the mean rockety up like yeehaw, 'cause the inside of the porch got the horses, the horses, the gorgeous, the floor, put it all in the back and I'm You can find me in the cut on the east side of the mean rockety up like yeehaw, 'cause the inside of the porch got the horses, the horses, the gorgeous, the floor, put it all in the back and
It's still not bad, but it doesn't hit. You know, it just doesn't hit the same. You know what I mean? That's what I wanted to. By the way, let me go ahead and leave a like on both of these videos. This while I'm here. Alright. That's where we're gonna cut it off. Yeah, we're gonna. Oh, they cut the screw with it? Oh, they did. Yeah. No. Okay. So this is where we're gonna cut it actually, because this is gonna have to be a 2-part video, and I'm gonna have so much to say when we get to crypt and crypt's verse, and then also No Life Jack's verse. So I'm just gonna go ahead and cut it here. But that being said, you can see like the difference. By the way, we are giving for the record. Sahad Savage is going on the volume 3 beat side, like volume 3 beat all the way. Just does not hit the same on the volume 2 beat. So we'll finish this up. We'll wrap this up next time. Get to the second half of the video. Well, we kind of bled into the second half a little bit this time, but we'll finish this up next time. Until then, I will see you guys next time. Stay chill.